So I'm going to give my brief thoughts of episode 327 and 328 of Naruto Shippuden. First off, 327, for the most part, definitely was not necessary at all. That episode was absolutely, entirely flashbacks. The only thing that it added to anything of the story was getting the QB's perspective on things, because that was pretty much his perspective and how he was trying to kind of manipulate things from the very get-go that he was, sealed inside of Naruto. So that's pretty much the only thing about that episode that I felt was decent. It's like, okay, I wonder what the QB thought about this and what he thought about that. But as a whole, it was really just a flashback episode. And the next episode pretty much was going to do the same thing, except that it was going to have actual canon mixed with it. So it really, 327, I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to do a couple different things. They were trying to give you the perspective of what the QB was thinking of all this Kurama, what he thought about when Naruto was doing this, what he thought about that, and also showing how Naruto, his actions changed the QB, and little by little, seeing him grow up, seeing everything that Naruto been through, made Kurama think differently about humans and think maybe, well, this particular kid might not be the same way as others. And, that's really what it was pushing forward. It did that, but at the same time, it was just really all flashbacks. And the very next episode's purpose was to do the same thing that 327 did, and that was to showcase that Kurama believes in Naruto, and he has, built over time this trust with him that, Naruto will overcome everything. So it was like, 327, I didn't really like, honestly. It was like, it gave you Kurama's perspective, but aside from that, it was just unnecessary. If 328 was going to try to do the same exact motive that 327 had, so it was just a wasted episode. And then 328, that episode, it was pretty good. It had a couple different things in it. It was, again, with flashbacks within it as well, but the main purpose of this episode, if you exclude 327, the main purpose of 328 was to showcase of Kurama building up his trust and seeing everything that Naruto's been through and showcasing some of the big obstacles that he had to overcome, and Kurama thinking of, wow, this kid is really going all the way with it. And at the same time, you got the canon parts of them fighting, pretty much trying to free the Four Tails and Toby, everything he's doing. So with 328, the purpose and everything, it made sense. So even though it had flashbacks in it, it was for a reason. It was to showcase things, and it was to showcase that they're slowly becoming a team, and the QB, Kurama, is slowly not being as bad and as evil as he once was, and that's all thanks to Naruto. So I definitely say I enjoyed 328, and it gave me a little bit more as far as like just perspective on the characters and character development, especially for Kurama. I felt as though it gave more to the fact that he's not really just this cold-hearted piece of shit anymore. Naruto definitely changed him, and the fact that the Four Tails, the whole thing with the Four Tails was pretty interesting as well, getting the chakra rod out of it, and Naruto's little strategy. I've noticed throughout this particular war that when it comes to Naruto, a big development that he's got is that he's developed this thing where he comes up with pretty good strategies. Like, he decided, even before he got blown out of the Four Tails' mouth, he left one of his clones in there, becoming a sage, so that he could help him push out the rod from the inside. That was great strategy. That shows development with Naruto as well. It was still filled with a lot of flashbacks, but again, it was necessary, and that was also in the manga. And also, with these whole two episodes, I really thought that something very big was going to happen, but apparently it's happening next episode, so I was a bit disappointed with that as well. I was like, oh, I was waiting this week. It was like 2-episode specials, so more than likely we're going to get it, and no. But still, 328, pretty good episode. 327, wasted potential. So I give 327 4 out of 10. I give 328 a 7 out of 10. It was a good episode. Hoping next week we get this absolute craziness, because I've seen the preview, and next episode is absolutely going to be like God. Like, check the preview and you'll know what I'm talking about for next week's episode. But yeah, in a nutshell, I'm a bit disappointed because I was really hoping. Usually when they do these 2-episode specials, it's that, okay, we're going to get something really good and something really interesting is going to happen. Like, I believe one of the last times that they did a 2-episode special was the Kushina flashback, and you all know that was like some of the best episodes in all of Naruto. But this week, it was really not the case. It was mostly them just trying to build up this whole relationship with Naruto and Kurama and show the change. But 327 wasn't necessary. 328 did all of that and then some, and it also gave you canon bits as well, and not only flashbacks. So I definitely enjoyed 328. Hoping 329 is just going to be out of this world amazing, and I think it will be. I'm just waiting for that. Let me know what you think, first of all. Were you disappointed with 327 being just mainly a flashback with, like, Kurama giving his perspective on things? And also, if you're a manga reader, were you disappointed like myself that we didn't get the big thing that happens, which I was looking forward to? But again, it is what it is. I mean, at least it had decent animation, and overall it was decently told because it was pretty much all the way with 328. It was the manga giving you the flashbacks that happened in the manga as well. So again, 4 out of 10, 7 out of 10. That's all I have for this quick review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for next week, because I guarantee you next week is going to be the big shit that I was talking about. The big enchilada. And I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.